kitchens and bathrooms are a pretty important part of any house.
Yeah.
What are some things that people should consider when they're going through this design process?
It's interesting because kitchens have evolved over the last 50, 60 years, where kitchens were once a separate place. The evolution comes about, I think it's about lifestyle, it's about the products, about things like really good range hoods. So they're not particularly nasty places anymore. We like kitchens, right? And I even as a kid, I noticed that we all ended up, mum and dad had people over, and we all end up in the kitchen, So why not make the kitchen a good place and part of the entertaining? So when I started designing houses, I started making kitchens open plan, to the living room. And most kitchens now, there's still some that are separate, but most kitchens now are open plan, and they're the hub of the house. And because of that, they're nicer, right? In their material selection, the design of them. People like to have a nice kitchen. It's it's something that people want, right? So one of the things that I like to do now is the scullery pantry, right? And that's come about where, as I mentioned, you all end up in the kitchen. You're often sitting around the bench eating, and then you've got amongst this mess. So the notion of a scullery is you can take all the dirty dishes away and deal with them later, or deal with them when no one knows you're doing it, kind of thing, right? Not when you're still entertaining. So that, I think those kitchen designs have evolved, and I like the scullery pantry idea. The island bench, the prep sink where you might be, it's separate from, so you're washing up, I think it's for washing vegetables, those kind of things. Materials, have changed, they're part of its fashion in what people like as a material. Typically now I'm liking, as a bench top, I'm liking Corian. Which the reason I like it is, one is it's seamless, so there's no joins in it. It's got a sort of a weld, it can be repaired, it can be cleaned easily. And when you've got a splashback in the same material, there's no join between the splashback and the bench. The sinks can be integrated. They're the same material, there's no join. I think that's what I'm currently liking. And then fronts are typically either a veneer or like a painted finish, a high-end painted finish, right? For kitchens. Appliances just get better all the time. Our fridges get better all the time. Cool rooms, I've had a couple of projects where people want cool rooms, which are fantastic. They're basically a pantry fridge. But yeah, people are interested in kitchens. People want a nice kitchen. It's really a big part of design these days. Bathrooms are the same. Bathrooms can be a sanctuary for people. Nice bath, nice vanity. Lighting in both of those is really, really important. That's a mistake people make in their own bathrooms, is you want to light your face, right? Not the top of your head. You want a torch over your head. So what I like to do is put lights in the mirror or in a position where you can actually light your face. You still need some task lighting around the room. You need some mood lighting as well. If you're having a nice bath, you want to turn the lights down. We often do like a light underneath the vanity. As you often see it in hotels, it's like a night light. So you're wandering into the bathroom at night, you don't want lights on like this. It's just a low level of light that can lead you to the bathroom. So in regard to bathroom, there's a lot of subtleties in the bathroom, right? That I have learnt over the years that people want. We tend to use mixers in the shower. And I like, in a vanity top, I like wall mixers, so it keeps the vanity clean, easier to clean.
And that's instead of the
two taps, yeah. And I have it on the wall, right? So that the actual vanity is clean, right? When you're cleaning it. Mixers in the shower, you want in a position where you don't have to get in the shower and get wet. You want to be able to turn it on, get the temperature right, and then get into the shower. The height of the shower head, it's one of my peeves. Is it's got to be above your head. We're often having two shower heads. It's interesting that men and women tend to like the shower heads differently. The guys like the waterfall over them getting wet. Women don't tend to like it. They don't always wash their hair. They often like, people often, and particularly women like the actual handheld as well. So again, it gets individual, but they're the things I've noticed. Baths, do you need a bath in your? I think when you've got little children, you need a bath. As they get older, maybe you don't need them. It's handy to have a bath somewhere in the house. Some people like to have a nice bath in their sanctuary that's their ensuite, you know. So and the double vanity now, where we were often doing two vanities. So you'll have that longer vanity with two actual basins in it. But what we're often doing now is we position two actual vanities as a his and her thing.
And why is that?
People use them differently, you know, and you might get one part that's messy, you know. So you know, there's different reasons for it, but it can work. It can work quite well.